G'day guys, welcome back to Aussie Outdoor Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the Southern Cross Canvas King Dome swag. So some specs on the King Dome, which is the largest swag that Southern Cross Canvas produce. It's 2.44 metres long, or 8 foot. The height, once set up, is 90 centimetres on the inside. The weight's 15 kilos and the width is 156 centimetres. So you can tell by those specs that it's a pretty decent swag in the size stakes and in the weight stakes. You can see this is it rolled up. I do have a eggshell mattress on the inside as well, but there's no pillows and there's no sleeping bags or bedding inside. So it is quite large. I've got a Mitsubishi Triton, and when I had the tray lining, the plastic tray lining in the back of the tray, I couldn't fit it in. I've since removed that and it fits in now only just, and you have to really slam the tailgate shut. So that gives you an idea of how big it is. So as you can see, it's quite large. It comes with 3 straps for securing and cinching it down. And it's a 3-pole setup. It's got 2 tent style poles on either end to make the dome, and it has 1 spreader pole that runs through the middle. So what we'll do now is I'll set it up and you'll see how that goes, and once it's set up I'll show you I've done a few changes to the swag, and I'll also give you my thoughts on what I think about the swag, about its size, its manoeuvrability when you take it camping, and a few things about PVC Base. Okay guys, in the swag comes with a bag for poles, and it also comes with a bag for all the pegs that you're going to need to set it up. I've got a few extra pegs whenever you go to a caravan park. It's pretty easy to find a few extra pegs laying around. Actually, the ones that they give you with the Southern Cross swag are okay. A lot of the time you get fairly rubbish pegs with all the gear that you buy, but the Southern Cross, they do pretty well. Pretty good. They're a bit rusty, but they're pretty solid. They're not going to bend the first time you hit a rock with them. Put it that way. Alright. So both the dome, or the end poles, they're both the same length, which is easy to put up. One of my OzTrail swags has got 3 different size poles, which can make things difficult in the dark. Not sure if you can see this on the camera, but there's just a small little screw, I guess you would call it. It's attached to the corner that you drop it in. Pretty standard these days for these kind of swags, to have that kind of mounting point. And then you start from the middle and clip it out. I'm not sure what grade the canvas is, but it is the most heavy duty canvas of the swags that I have got. It's not green, it's a kind of brown colour. The zips are very good quality. It's never leaked on me while I've been out camping, which is always a bonus. Okay, then you get the spreader bar, 2 pieces, galvanised steel. Fit it down the far end, push it in. It's got a telescopic. Now you just fiddle to get the length right. I found that the right length is normally puts the grub screw in the place where you really don't need it to attach the Velcro, so you're normally trying to put the Velcro around the grub screw. You'll see there's quite a bit of dirt. I just got back from using this last weekend, a few days ago now. Okay, that's essentially it. You can sleep in it the way that it's set up, and I have slept with it like this before. If you want to go a step further, you can peg it out and then peg the awnings out. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so now that the corners are done, we'll do the little awning. I find that the best way to do this is to do one side and then tighten it up on the other side. Okay, so the other side's pegged down and the little awning is adjusted. You can see here you just have a little hook, and that hooks back and grips on the rope. Pretty good. I've never had them come undone on me, so they seem to work. Now, it's nice just being able to push the pegs in and not have to use a hammer. Okay. And the final thing that I do is just pull out the straps, throw them under the awning, and there you have it, all set up. So it's double zipped. I'm not quite sure the quality of the zips. I mean, they've lasted 3 years so far. Branded with Southern Cross canvas. I would have preferred to see YKK or something on there. You know, a name that you can trust. But it does have quite a thick zipper on it, and the stitching, it's all double stitched everywhere, and you've got the eyelets on each corner of these awnings, and you can use an upright from a tent. You know, you can get the old canvas tents that have the big awning flappers, and I just found a couple of those on the Vergeside collection and just use the poles. So that's a good tip when the neighbours have thrown all the trash out. Seems to have thrown out an old canvas tent. So the zips go right up underneath this weather flap here. Just get all this crap off. So like I said, you can use the poles and peg it out. You can even tie it up if you've got some extra guy ropes, or you can just roll it up. Just do one side at a time. You can actually roll it all up underneath. The weather flap, and there's a Velcro strap, and you can Velcro it up. Okay. The fly mesh is a fairly decent quality and thickness. It feels like a better quality, and it's definitely more pliable than stuff on the swags that I have. It doesn't feel like it's nylon. It feels much more heavy duty than that. I've had it around a fire and it's never got a hole in it, or never let any midges through or anything. So it's pretty good. I'm not going to bother rolling this one all the way up. I'm just going to flip it over the top. Okay guys, I don't know if you can see the mesh is open here at the head. Exact same window down at the foot there. I think it's probably about 20 centimeters by 60 centimeters. It's a pretty decent sized window. Again, it's a pretty decent sized swag, so it needs to be. If you sleep with these open, you're not going to get any condensation inside the swag at all, which is great. The only time I've ever got condensation is here when it's all been zipped up. You can see it's quite a big swag. It's actually inside is the same size as a queen sized mattress, so it's great to go away with your wife or your kids. I've got twin boys and the three of us can sleep in here. There's more than enough room, with the dog of course. I'll show you the mattress. You have to excuse the funky bed cover, but it's a good tip whenever you buy a new swag. You never want to leave the mattress uncovered. Alright guys, so this is the standard mattress here. It's 50mm thick, I'd say, maybe 60, and it's absolute crap. I was pretty disappointed really that I spent just under $1,000 for this swag a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, and the mattress that was in it standard was totally rubbish. Really uncomfortable. Super hard. You can see here it's just cheap foam. I persevered with it for a little while and thought maybe it's just where I've been camping or how I've been setting up or whatever. Once I even brought little foam mats to put underneath the swag, and that didn't make much of a difference. I still had a rubbish few nights sleep. So I ended up going down to Clark Rubber because I was going away. My wife was coming camping for the first time in this swag, and I bought this eggshell mattress that the dog loves, as you can see, trying to keep it clean. This has really transformed the swag. Now it's really comfortable. The only thing you need to consider is that when you roll it up, it's going to be bigger, and also once you set it up, it takes maybe an hour or two for the memory foam to push back out again. But I mean, hell, it's not too bad. So it's really comfortable. Even the kids enjoy it. So that was something that cost me $200 just for that. So it's quite an expensive thing to do, and to be honest, I don't think, you know, when you're spending the sort of money that I spent on this swag, that it shouldn't need to do it. As you can see, the dog loves coming camping, and we went on the weekend, and she had a great time. She's toilet trained, so there's no accidents in the swag, which is always a bonus. Right, so I'll zip this back up now. Come on, get out of it. So you can see that this swag has got a green PVC plastic base to it. It's not even one whole sheet of PVC. It's being joined at the head or the foot here. You've got a 2 centimetre join or overlap, which kind of has been thrown out at one corner there. When I bought it, I thought that the PVC bottom was going to be a really neat addition, because all my other swags had been canvas bottom. I'd never had any problems with canvas bottom swag before leaking water up through the bottom or anything like that, or them wearing out holes or anything, but I'd read on the internet that some people had that problem, and that a lot of people preferred PVC. I guess with a swag like this, it cuts a lot of weight out, because the PVC is a lot lighter, of course, than the canvas that would otherwise be there. But I think something to note is, in Australia, in the summer, it can get bloody hot, as you all know. And what happens with plastic when it gets hot? Well, it gets stretchy and it weakens, right? And I can't remember where I was, but I was somewhere pretty tame. I wasn't out in the middle of the Simpson Desert or anything, and this had been left in the sun, rolled up, and as I threw it into the back of the ute, I noticed that it had a scratch on the underside, and it very nearly tore the PVC bottom because it was so hot. When it's cold like this, it's probably about 15 degrees at the moment, the plastic is quite hard, but with that extra heat, it wouldn't have taken much. I could probably push my finger through it if I had enough traction. So it might be a good idea to carry a tyre repair kit with you from a push bike or something similar like that, so you can patch it up if you need to. I didn't have to patch it, like I said, it only scratched it, but it did scratch it quite easily, a lot easier than what it should have done, what I thought it would do. So that's something to consider as well with the PVC bottom swags. My final thoughts for the swag. I've owned it for 3 years, and it still looks brand new. So I guess that's a pretty good testament to the materials and the build quality of the swag. Like I said, it's a Southern Cross canvas brand, so you can Google that. They're in Victoria. The canvas is Australian made and the swag is Australian made. So you do pay extra for that, of course, but I don't mind paying extra for Australian made products. I think it's going to last the test of time. It's a very thick, good quality canvas, and I haven't had any leakages or any problems with the canvas since I've owned it. It was quite expensive. I think I ended up getting it for $980 delivered. Although the people at Southern Cross Canvas were great to deal with. It was all done via email, and I couldn't fault the communication with those guys, or how fast they posted it, or how it was actually wrapped and delivered and things like that. I know a lot of guys that buy these swags, these cheaper swags off the internet, that are really a copy of this one. Guys have received swags with broken poles or the broken clips or tears in the canvas. I think if you pay the extra and you get a good product like this, that's not going to happen, or if it does happen, it's going to be very rare. As you saw, it's pretty easy to set up. It's pretty easy to pack away. It's fairly bulky. That would be the only real negatives of the swag are the size of when it's packed up, the mattress, it's crap, and the weight. Especially, quite often I'll pack this up from a camping trip with either my sleeping bag in it or the blankets or whatever we use. I like to spread that out inside and roll that up with the swag when I pack it up.
It all adds to the size and to the weight. When I went camping last weekend, I had to pitch this maybe 40 metres from the back of the Land Cruiser, and it was a bit of a hike, you know, because there's only one handle right in the middle that they make for you to carry it. So I mean, maybe that's something that Southern Cross could improve. Maybe they could put 3 handles on, one in the middle and one on each end if there's 2 people carrying it. It would definitely be a bit easier and be pretty easy to do on their part, probably. I mean, everything on it is good quality. The zips are good quality. Every seam is double stitched. The zips are quite good quality. All the poles are good. Even the tent pegs that came with it and the bags that those tent pegs and poles go in are good quality. So, you know, overall I'm happy with it. I take it if I'm going to be going camping with the kids or my wife. If I'm going to just go with my mates by myself, I probably won't take it. I might take it once just to show the guys, you know, but once that's happened, I'll just go back to using my King Single AOS swag. But it definitely serves the purpose, and for what I bought it for is for me and my kids to go away, and we've done it quite a few times, and I've been in there and it's been a heavy downpour on the outside and nothing has really come in. I mean, last time when I went down to Albany, I slept with just the fly mesh open, and when I woke up in the morning I was drenched. Started raining during the night and I didn't wake up and I ended up soaked, and my wife saying, well, I told you so. But apart from that, it's never been wet. It's easy to dry out. You can just, that's the one thing with the PVC bottom, if it gets wet, it's quite easy to dry out and it's quick. And you can hang the mattress up. I guess that's a bonus of it being thin, is you can just throw it over a ridge line or something like that and dry it out quickly. But yeah, check out their website, guys. They make a few different types of swags, and the build quality is second to none. Would I buy this swag again? I think so. I think this swag's probably gonna last for years and years. My old King Singles lasted for 10 years so far, and that's just starting to show a few signs of wear. So I think this one's gonna take a fair bit to start her looking a bit ragged. But like I said, if you're gonna be camping right next to your vehicle, why not throw it in the back? It does take up a lot of room, but you do get a good night's sleep, and it is nice to have a little bit of extra room, especially if it is raining outside. You can sit in there and play cards or do whatever you need to do. So it's definitely a great swag. I enjoy using it, just don't enjoy carrying it. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching, and please leave us a like or a comment. Let us know what you think of the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, and I'll have a video coming out soon of a budget overnight camp. A lot of videos you see on YouTube are guys off going camping and doing all that sort of outdoor stuff. They have the best of the best equipment, and I don't think you really need to have the best of the best. You can get away by the bare minimum and get outside and have a good time and enjoy yourself. So look out for that one. Video will probably be up within the next week or two, and thanks for watching, guys. The raggedy ball.